Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. Here are this week's announcements. The first thing I want to remind you of is the Super Bowl Sunday meal. It's next Sunday right after the service, February 13th. You will have your choice of potato soup or taco soup, and that'll be by donation. And we will also have a dessert auction. And all of the proceeds that we get from this luncheon will go towards scholarships for our youth summer camps. So again, that's next Sunday right after the service. Friday, February 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the sanctuary, we have a Hope Center graduation. There are going to be 3 different men that are graduating on that day, and this is just an opportunity for us to, as a church, celebrate what God has done in their lives over the last year. And so again, that is from 6 to 8 p.m. in the sanctuary on February the 18th. This Wednesday, we are finally gathering with the Wilbarger Street Church of Christ youth group. Hopefully, I don't see any snowstorm forecasted, so hopefully this third time is the charm. But again, if you would be praying for that moment between our 2 youth groups, that we would be unified around our common Savior, and that we just have a lot of fun together. And so again, that is happening this Wednesday. I want to share with you something really awesome and exciting that's happening in our area. So about 6 weeks ago, Timothy, the youth pastor from Wilbarger Street, came to me and said he wanted to get back into the school systems. When I worked for FCA, he and I would go into the schools and we would do Bible studies once a week at VHS and at Northside. And COVID shut that down, and then I ended up resigning from FCA. And so we knew it would have to look a little different this time. But we got approved to go into Northside and not have a typical Bible study. We didn't want it to, our vision is that we didn't want this to be youth group at Northside. We wanted this to be a place where people could pursue truth, where these students that are wrestling with all sorts of questions about the world could come and get some answers. And so we're calling it Pursuit. It's this pursuit of truth. And we started it last Tuesday. And we had over 70 students choose to not eat in the cafeteria, but to come eat with us and to just get introduced to what we're going to be doing with that program. Over 70 students. I know that's not what I expected, and so I want to just give God praise for that, and I wanted you as a church to know about that. Those are things you don't necessarily see happening, and that happened last Tuesday. That's going to be happening every other Tuesday, and if you want to be a part of that, if you want to help us as we seek to reach these kids at Northside, then please let me know. This year we moved from Shelby as our church management system to something called Planning Center. Planning Center has a whole lot of different awesome things that it can do. If you've been checking your kids into the nursery or upstairs in the children's department, that check-in system is part of Planning Center. But there's a lot more to it. You can get something called the Church Center app. And on that app, on your phone, you can have a schedule of things that are happening in our church. You can build the directory in our church so that you could get someone's phone number. You wouldn't even have to call up to the church to get information about someone else. And so there's just a lot of really great things that app can do. You can give via that app. And so if you're interested in getting the Church Center app, you can call up to the church and you can talk to Donovan. He's really leading the charge in that endeavor. But we want to just consistently remind you that we're making some changes in that regard. And we want you to have all these things at your fingertips. So again, with this app, you can get the schedule, you can get contact information for people, you can give, you can find announcements. Like there's just so much that you can do with that app. So if you want it, then you can call us and talk to Donovan.